Hi, welcome to the 2018-2019 TCEA LEGO Mindstorms Robotic Competition on the factory floor. I want to thank you for being a referee volunteer this year. Without you, it wouldn't be possible. And I just want to thank you for what you allow our students to do. This year on the factory floor is all about a manufacturing floor. I have it set up currently for the advanced competition. I know it's advanced because of the cotton ball in the blue bin. Before we get started with setting up the rest of the board though, I do want to talk about the trash compactor. The trash compactor consists of a 3-inch piece of double-sided duct tape and a Dixie cup. Just like last year, this tape will be put flush with the top of the board, the frame, and centered on that line that separates the loading dock from the manufacturing area. Then the Dixie cup is also flush, and try to center it along that line as well. Use your fingers, just finger tight. Try not to deform the cup. And that's the trash compactor. The second task for this year's competition has to do with moving the blue bin to the recycling area. The blue bin that the glass stones come in must be put onto the recycling area of your competitor's mat. It can be vertical, it can be horizontal, but it has to remain completely within this rectangle for 3 seconds. If it lands and rolls out and does not keep within that 3 seconds, it needs to be removed from play immediately. Once it's been there for 3 seconds, you can remove it or leave it there. If it lands where it crosses or touches one of the black lines, it has broken the plane and is not good for the points and will need to be removed from play. The third task has to do with creating the toys. Now the toys that are created will have 3 parts to them. They'll have a standard checker, they'll have a glass bead, and this is the exciting part for me. The teams will have to bring a team-provided game piece for each toy that they plan to create. It has to be visible to the naked eye. We can't have any atoms added, for instance. So an example of a toy could be a checker with a glass stone on top and then a Lego. So these 2 toys would be good for points. They would get points. This third toy, however, would not. The Lego piece provided by the team is different from the first 2 Lego pieces. Therefore, the 3 toys do not look identical. Points would be awarded for just these 2. If one of their toys was put together like this, they do not look identical, even though they have the exact same pieces. Points would only be awarded for one of them. They must look identical. Once you have the toys that you're going to make in the manufacturing area, the next thing on the score sheet has to do with the penalty. There is one penalty this year. Has to do with the red bin and the straws. The team cannot move that red bin for any reason. If the robot accidentally knocks into it and moves it, there is a penalty assessed. The fourth task this year has to do with moving the completed toys to the loading dock. These 2 toys are completed and look identical. Whoops. Now they look identical. They need to be moved to the loading dock for additional points. All of these ovals are considered the loading dock. Any toy that is not touching one of the loading dock ovals is not awarded points for making it to the loading dock. there would be no additional points awarded. However, if it touches the oval, then it's okay, and there are points awarded. If two of them touch the same oval, the team is only awarded points for one toy making it to the loading dock. So make sure that all of the toys have their individual loading dock oval. The last task for round 1 of this year's competition is moving your robot and ending the competition in the robot maintenance station. These 2 rectangles comprise the robot maintenance station. For the advanced competition, you cannot touch the wall, and for the intermediate competition, your robot can touch this wall. As long as your robot is completely within these 2 rectangles or completely within the robot maintenance station, when the competition ends, you are good and you get points awarded. If, however, a portion of your robot is outside of the robot maintenance station, that portion that is outside must be 3 inches from the top of the mat. A Dixie cup is 3 inches tall. So, if my robot is sticking out of the robot maintenance station, it must be higher than this Dixie cup for that portion of it. The portion that is within the maintenance station can be flat on the mat, but any portion that is outside of these 2 rectangles must be taller than this Dixie cup from the mat. That is a change from revision 2 to revision 3 of the game manual, so be aware of that. And then the mystery task worked so well last year. Rounds 2 and 3 will have mystery tasks just like we had last year. So I hope you enjoyed this year's competition. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see what the students do at state. Thank you again for being a volunteer referee.